The only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. I can resist anything except temptation. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. A cynic is a man who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. Experience is simply the name we give our mistakes. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. I don't want to go to heaven. None of my friends are there. Art is the most intense mode of individualism that the world has known. To be natural is such a very difficult pose to keep up. I am not young enough to know everything. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. In this world, there are only two tragedies. One is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. The world is divided into two classes, those who believe the incredible and those who do the improbable. We are each our own devil, and we make this world our hell. The old believe everything, the middle-aged suspect everything, the young know everything. I have the simplest tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read in the train. No great artist ever sees things as they really are. If he did, he would cease to be an artist. I can't stand people who do not take food seriously. The advantage of emotions is that they lead us astray. The good ended happily, and the bad unhappily. That is what fiction means. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. I am not at all cynical. I have merely got experience, which, however, is very much the same thing. The secret of life is to appreciate the pleasure of being terribly, terribly deceived. Man is at least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask and he will tell you the truth. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. The only way to get rid of a temptation is to yield to it. Resist it, and your soul grows sick with longing for the things it has forbidden to itself. The world is a stage, but the play is badly cast. I have nothing to declare except my genius. We live in an age when unnecessary things are our only necessities. I choose my friends for their good looks, my acquaintances for their good characters, and my enemies for their intellects. A man cannot be too careful in the choice of his enemies. The books that the world calls immoral are books that show the world its own shame. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. I can believe anything provided that it is quite incredible. A man who does not think for himself does not think at all. The only thing to do with good advice is to pass it on. It is never of any use to oneself. It is better to be beautiful than to be good, but it is better to be good than to be ugly. There is no sin except stupidity. The true mystery of the world is the visible, not the invisible. Society often forgives the criminal. It never forgives the dreamer. I can write better than anybody who can write faster, and I can write faster than anybody who can write better. Life is too important to be taken seriously. A gentleman is one who never hurts anyone's feelings unintentionally. There is nothing like youth. The middle-aged are mortgaged to life. I don't like principles. I prefer prejudices. Punctuality is the thief of time. Men marry because they are tired. Women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. The soul is born old but grows young. That is the comedy of life. One should always be in love. That is the reason one should never marry. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. The aim of life is self-development, to realize one's nature perfectly. That is what each of us is here for. The difference between literature and journalism is that journalism is unreadable and literature is not read. Fashion is a form of ugliness so intolerable that we have to alter it every 6 months. Everything in moderation, including moderation. There is no such thing as a moral or immoral book. Books are well written or badly written. That is all. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. You have been listening to an insightful production. Let us know in the comments below which quote of Oscar Wilde resonates with you the most. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel for more content from iconic figures throughout history.